Hello, everybody. It is I, the Dendalion. I am back with XOAizawa.
That never gets old. That never gets old.
I have to introduce people in the most epic ways possible. And we are back with the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be testing out a few things with this podcast on and off. Y'all probably thought I gave up. Nah, son. Nah, I must get better at this. Also, it's rather fun to do every so often as well. Today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be lessons we have learned in anime. You know, the basic lessons and maybe some lessons you may have noticed. So for those of you tuning in, maybe there's something you noticed in your favorite anime that the anime didn't mean to teach you. But these are lessons that we probably learned or noticed that actually helped us in life. Like seasoned Doritos.
Why are you...
Look, the last...
Let me give the backstory. So I can just go ahead and apologize on the front end. I have snacks with me, and I'm always eating whenever we're doing the podcast. I don't know why. I just be hungry. So today I have pretzels, and I tried to show Dendalion a super salted pretzel, and he just took it out of my hand and ate it. Like, no, it's too much salt. And he didn't believe me. He didn't think fat meat was greasy. And then I said, but super seasoned Doritos are lit. And he was so salty about the salt from the pretzel that he didn't agree. And I don't think I'm alone in this. Getting a super seasoned Dorito, that's a blessing, bro.
Last time I had a super seasoned Dorito,
you was salty.
But anywho, can't jump off topic too much. All right, so Aizawa, we're gonna start with you. Are there any anime? Well, first of all, what lessons? What are some basic lessons that you learned in life that you can attribute that you saw in an anime or something? Like what?
Definitely pay attention to how people treat you the first time, your first interaction with them. And when they show you anything different, believe them. Don't give it an excuse unless there's like something reasonable. Like, I don't know, they're going through something, they've been hurt or something like that. But I'm just talking about people that are just not good people. And something happened to you that they did and it made you think about, maybe I shouldn't hang around them. But you let it pass anyway, and you just like, it's whatever. And then you get hoed again later down the line, probably worse.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I'm going to say, bro, ladies and gentlemen, Aizen from Bleach. Big time. I remember seeing this
I've
man.
never seen Bleach.
I saw, oh my God.
I've heard stories, though.
Bleach is pretty good. For me, it kind of teetered off towards the end, but Bleach itself is a phenomenal show. That man, Aizen, though, oh my God. Like, I saw him and I was like, damn, this man cool, bro. Wouldn't think anything wrong with it. He did a whole, like, double backflip 690 on everybody, bro. Man did, and I
mean, people can be redeemed. That's also a lesson that I've learned.
I thought he could be redeemed, too.
Oh, well.
And then he slicked the hair
Spoiler.
back.
That's not fair, because Bleach is old.
Yeah, hey, bro, if you ain't seen Bleach by now, I'm sorry. You don't get on the internet. But he slicked that hair back. When you see somebody do, that's a lesson I learned. If somebody slicked their hair back, I was like, you auto evil. If you got a dude that's got a fro and that main fro just grilled back the next day, I'll be like, you auto evil to me.
Automatically,
you up to something, bro. I don't trust you no more.
I feel like I don't even know what to call it. This messed up though. Just because you decided to wear your hair slicked back one day, you evil.
Man, I had a friend.
I mean, that's a fair point in anime. I guess.
He looked like a whole mob boss the next day at school. I was like, bro, we need to call you Don Negaro or something, bro. The Garo man. It was ridiculous. Bro, one lesson I'm gonna say that taught me was from Love Hina.
Oh, do you want us to name the anime that taught us that?
Yeah, we probably should do that.
Well, for mine, it's Shield Hero, because they did that from the get when nobody wanted to be in his clan, his crew, whatever it's called, and then all of a sudden, this girl that everybody's like, oh, she's hot. Why would she want to be? He should have been questioning. Even if she turned out to be all right, you should have been questioning. Because why now?
He was led into a complete false sense of security in a way. And it
folks
sucks.
Did him dirty.
It sucks, too, because constantly having a paranoid way of thinking is not a good way to live. But in that sense, I would maybe a little thought in the back of my head. And here's the thing. I've spoken with somebody about this before. They said you got to think about it from the teenager's point of view. When I was a teenager,
They had no reason to do that to him. They had no reason to do that to him.
Exactly. But I definitely would have thought
that was his villain origin story. Like, basically, dead ass.
If he came back with a horde of monsters, I would understand. Now, I will be real.
He did. Them little orange balls.
Oh, when he fought the severe dude, I'm talking about like just became the demon king on him or something.
I mean,
now I definitely would say this. Unlike Naofumi, I would have been throwing hands. I would have waited on them folks outside of the village some years later. Be like, hey, Wrath Shield, bitch. Anyway, but.
How long you been practicing that laugh?
I've been doing it for years.
Okay.
Yes. Big time. I've been doing that laugh. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of ripped that laugh off from a friend and just went my own way with it. So I got that one, and I got the old lady version. You don't want to hear that one.
Okay.
That one actually gave people chills, but yeah, Shield Hero is a prime example of anime that can teach you some valuable lessons about trust, never judging a book by its cover.
Yeah.
Bro, Motoyasu, literally, dude, it's like, that animal girl is too hot to be with you. You must have had her as a slave.
I wanted to like him so bad, but he just progressively got worse.
I think they made a
That's red ponytail boy, right?
Motoyasu's hair is red. Well,
No. He wears red, but he has a ponytail.
Yeah.
Blonde.
He's a spirit guy.
Yeah, I wanted to like him so bad.
Yeah, I think they have a spinoff where I think he either redeems himself or he goes a different route.
I hope so.
I've only just saw it in passing on Google, but I kind of wanted to drop kick him because I'm like, dude,
why?
She literally tells you, like, bruh, he hasn't done anything wrong to me. But now I can understand. The one thing I will give
they just wanted to hate him.
That is the thing, but the one thing I will give him, this is the only thing I give him.
I'd like to hear it.
Now, Fumi, you put a slave seal on the girl. I'm like, okay, wait a minute.
He was in his villain origin story, but he still wasn't.
To be fair, from Motoyasu,
I understand.
From Motoyasu, him being the dumbass that he is, and I am not defending this son of a bitch. Fuck that dude. Fuck him. But I can see his naivete. All right, Melty. No, Malty. Melty was the young. I hate that name. Malty.
Yeah, they are
her.
ugly.
Okay, screw her. But
no,
him,
for real.
Yeah.
I am waiting. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I am waiting for Raftalia to beat her ass. I'm waiting. I can't. It'll be such sweet, like,
ladies and gentlemen,
art.
This is another lesson right here. You don't need revenge.
I'm just saying.
But like, seriously though, I could understand where he's not understand. I could see the point he was trying to make because he's like, slave seal on the person. Now, Fumi, what the fuck? But at the same time, the person told you. So another lesson. This isn't any anime, y'all. Communication is fucking key. Period. This person told you 3 times, bro, I am not under his slave spell. Well, I'm under the slave spell, but I choose this. Yes, I chose this. Okay, no, you didn't. You're under mind control. But I done told you 3 times. It's not the whole I chose this lifeless thing. She was literally like, yo, my dog. Like literally, my man's.
Like, if you keep watching, they weren't even trying to help her. It just shows people's character because they took her hostage from him and was like, okay, y'all are gonna fight, and whoever wins, that's who she can go with or whatever. And they had her tied up with, like, wasn't she gagged or something? But you're trying to help her. Why is she bound and gagged, bro?
Basically, never judge.
Actions speak louder than words.
Exactly. Actions speak louder than words. Never judge a book by its cover as well. That is one of the major things that Shield Hero does teach. So if you, just because somebody looks a certain way, don't think ill of them. Now, it's one thing if they look a certain way, then you start seeing some action. So if this person over there in the corner of the classroom, just down and stuff, okay, maybe it ain't that bad a person, but you see them laughing like, I'm gonna show this person. Like, red flag. Just immediate red flag. And then they just bust out of nowhere and be like, I'm gonna get all y'all tomorrow. Hey, dog, is that a red flag? Crimson. Like, just literally. I'm gonna put it this way. If they over in the corner moping and they act like Vegeta, run.
Probably shouldn't say that.
Oh, for Vegeta, that makes sense.
I'm just saying.
But, all right. Other lessons I've learned, going back, Love Hina, and a lot of other harem anime. This is a stretch. I'm pretty sure y'all gonna call me out on it. but it kind of does teach you how to interact with people. Believe it or not, they're comical, they're over the top. Hell, I'll even drop Comey Can't Communicate as well. They do teach forms of interaction, how to properly approach people. Now, I'll say this to be fair for the millennial generation. For us, we also had a lot of stuff on TV, like a lot of commercials. Because I remember Fox Kids used to have commercials where people would lose their anger, and they'd always tell you go count to 10. Hell, I remember the commercial where like Dexter and Yugi are telling this kid to get outside and like come play. Yugi and Dexter. Do you know how weird that is to see them on the same screen?
Bro, shout out to the Cartoon Network shorts. Like when Johnny Bravo and them used to run into each other. And who was
you talking about
Velma?
The bumps in the city. Yeah, them city bumps. Like all of that made me kind of want to get out and do stuff. But as far as approaching people, I credit stuff like Love Hina for that, because I would sit there and read it. Maybe I was the weird kid or something, but actually I was the weird kid. I was the fat weird kid, but I got along with everybody. XOAizawa was a witness to that. But I would read this and I'd be like, okay, now he's finna try to peep. Now my mama told me not to do this, and the next 2 pages, this man done got knocked through the roof, slashed with a sword, and chased by a giant robot, and I'm like, I am not gonna do this.
I mean,
that's not gonna happen to me. I mean, like,
fair enough, but why is that what it took,
bruh? Cause I'm seeing this man go through it, bro. I was like, I ain't about that life. Wait a minute. Look, when I read Love Hina, I was in 8th grade. Okay. At that point, I knew if a Gundam showed up, I'm dead. So I'm not gonna fuck with this. I was like, no. But at the same time, there were points in that manga where the girls would be having problems, or he would be having problems, and they would actually attempt to help each other out. Now, I always thought this shit was weird when they would chase each other across Japan, because even I was like, I don't have money to be doing it. Why am I finna chase this person? Like, I mean, damn, I get you like her, dog, but yo, you gonna be on your own for a little bit. I'm sorry. Like, I ain't, not across, it's barely, I ain't finna chase niggas across the city, bro. Like, nah, the farthest I would chase you is 2 feet from my house. That's it.
That's fair, though.
Supposed to be like, just walking out. So I will definitely say this. As far as interactions, like if somebody is like down on their luck or having a hard time, go and say hi to them. Like you never know. You could prevent a lot of shit that could happen just by going over and sitting and talking to the kid by themselves at lunch.
By being a decent human being. Unless
you have my luck where sometimes you sat down, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? Why are you here? And I saw you eating lunch by yourself, dog. You know, I just figured, why can't I eat lunch by myself? Well, I want to eat lunch by myself over here with you. Is that a problem? Yeah, it's a problem. Then they get up and move. But see, I'm the type of person that's like, hey, fuck you, nigga. What's up? I'm going to follow you then.
I mean, that's where discernment comes in. Because I feel like if...
Don't be like Dendalion, y'all. Don't be like me. I met my friends.
You had some good points.
I had some good points. Don't get up and follow me.
Discernment comes in. Because if there's somebody that seems like they're fine by themselves, but... somebody that clearly like people pick on them and that's why they're by themselves, then that's when I would say try to do something like that.
Yes, most definitely. Other lessons. All right, I'm gonna be real. Yu Yu Hakusho taught me a couple of things. I'm gonna be real, man. Everybody thinks it's cool when you want to dive out and save somebody, but I'm like, look, unlike Yusuke, that kid in the middle of the street would have ended up like that girl from Kurokami Black God that got hit by the truck. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Like, okay. If there's a good enough, like, distance, like that truck ain't nowhere near 2 seconds from hitting me, I probably like, hey kid, run out there, grab him as I go. Yusuke dove in front of the car. So I was like, okay, lesson learned. I'm going to just yell at the person. However, Yusuke and Kuwabara and them taught me a very important lesson. Talk shit, get hit. That's all I'm saying. Like, Yu Yu Hakusho was throwing hands them first few chapters.
I mean, they were kind of bullies.
Actually, you know what? That's a funny point. They actually were bullies in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Because that main Yusuke was like, why are you telling people you my cousin or whatever? And then the principal walked up and was like, did Urameshi steal your wallet? Like, damn, no. He trying to clear his name.
Everyone in Yu Yu, even Yusuke to some extent, I say was kind of a bully. But everyone in Yu Yu Hakusho at the start were kind of assholes to each other. So I was
especially Hiei.
Yeah, but
Hie's funny though.
Yu Yu Hakusho was a definite show, especially at the beginning, of talk shit, get hit, and these fists don't discriminate. like literally, they do not. You walk up, you talk that mess, you better be able to back it. Yu Yu Hakusho taught me that. Not Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is a show where you just like, I know I'm not messing with him.
I'm just saying. Also, Goku was rated E for everybody. He smacked the piss out of what's that lady's name? That she would sneeze and she would go like to a different personality.
Oh, Launch?
Launch, yes, bro. He smacked the piss out of her. I was like, I know he a child, but he's also cockstrong.
Goku was wild, bro. Main was wild. And also, Yu Yu Hakusho, this is something I noticed too. I noticed this way
Trying
later.
to stop eating my Cheez-Its.
Man was eating cheese. You heard that? That's Discord telling you stop eating them cheeses. But Yu Yu Hakusho also did. This was a lesson I noticed. If you have a beef or an issue with somebody, try to settle it. Now,
yeah, go to that person.
Yeah. Now, don't pull that Yakuza shit.
Yeah, no, not
and you
that.
walk up, take your whole shirt off like, hey, square the fuck up. Whoa. Read the situation. Now, if you know the other guy is like that, if you know they're like that, where it's like, hey, dog, we gonna settle it like this. Okay. Hey, man to man, that's how I do. Believe it or not, that's how guys. Actually, that's how guys get along. That's how me and a couple of my friends got along. I say it's still like the ground prints from us tussling around. That might be that tire out there too, are still out there. But go up to the person and try to figure out what the beef is. Now, if they're not willing to settle the beef or they don't want to talk to you, go on about your business.
Right.
But like, you want to settle beefs the best possible way you can. Don't pull out no swords because you ain't Hiei. Don't pull out no rose rips, no energy blades, no Kamehamehas, nothing. If Aizawa had a beef,
anybody pulls any of those out, you need to get the fuck on down. Anyway,
it's gonna be like RDC World, bro. When he pulled out that piece of paper, it was like, why you got that paper? Oh my, yeah, it's gonna be like that. I'm out. I'm out at that point. Like, I'm not finna.
I'm out on anybody that walk up to me with a weapon.
Especially if they got like a sword or something.
Yeah. Now a gun, I probably you can't outrun a bullet.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But you want to try to settle those beefs as best you can. Folks, you see, y'all see a lot of the rappers out here. You will see a lot of shit on TV, how they settle beefs. Killing the motherfucker ain't gonna cut it. 9 times out of 10, you gonna get caught. All right? Trying to do some Tenshu, Sekiro, Dark Souls shit ain't gonna cut it. If I see something below my eyes, say you been invaded by Fat Man 90 and you trying to come settle a beef with me by killing me, nah, somebody dying. And if it's me, both of us dying. But
man said,
I'm taking man with me.
I'm not even gonna say that.
But like, you want to try to settle that the best way possible, especially if it's something amongst your friend groups. Now, in some cases, you gotta let your friends, you know, cool off. That's another thing too. Just a life lesson. Let folks go cool off. All right.
Yeah.
Don't.
Some people need space.
Especially, and I'm gonna be real. You know, like yo. Excuse my language, y'all. Nigga to nigga. It's because it's the thing with black folks. Don't pursue, bro. If they walk off mad, give them some space. Give them about a day, at least like a day. Give them some space. Then try to talk to them. Now, if you try to talk to them and they come back at you like blah 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 blah, hey, listen, blah blah, then I'm like, all right, hold up. Now I'm taking off the earrings, dog. I gave you a day. It's Yakuza time. But anyway, just give them a little bit of time, and then come back and speak to them. And it's hard to believe. Yu Yu Hakusho is what taught me that these headphones getting on my nerves now. All right, Yu Yu Hakusho kind of taught me that, and that was just from me just overthinking like Yusuke and Hiei's fight. just me overthinking that. But like, anime is loaded with quite a few lessons. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to One Piece.
Hey, because that was my next
yeah,
thing.
So one scene in One Piece I really respect was when Usopp came back to the squad from the whole Water 769 thing.
Yeah.
And like Luffy was like, welcome back, and Zoro was like, nah, fam. You ain't coming back. Like, you disrespect squad, bro.
That guy.
Exactly. There are sometimes people you are going to overstep your bounds. It's gonna happen. That don't mean you a bad person. That doesn't mean anything negative. Okay, but you're gonna overstep your bounds. Sometimes some folks are not gonna forgive you, and in order to be forgiven, sometimes you gotta
not immediately.
Yeah. All right. In order for the step to forgiving to begin, sometimes you gotta apologize. Now I want to whoop Usopp at because I like
swallow
Usopp.
your pride.
I like Usopp. This man standing there. Zoro is like, Usopp. You ain't getting on the boat. So we gonna fight later. You ain't getting on this boat, or you ain't joining the squad to apologize. You don't disrespect our homie like that.
Right.
Exactly.
The captain.
Exactly. He run this bitch. We all elected that he runs the show. Okay, we the pack. He alpha dog. Okay, you don't fuck with alpha dog. Hey Zoro,
It wouldn't have been so bad if he wasn't just joking about it the entire time. Like, bruh. Yeah. Like, and that's why I don't like Usopp. Like, I really want to like Usopp, but I just... He's funny, though.
In Usopp's defense, I always felt like Usopp was a character, when it came to really serious stuff, he kind of... Sometimes you have to make jokes. Because when I'm dealing with serious stuff, I feel like I have to throw a joke in there. There have been times I've had to get on my friend's case, and I'll throw a joke or something in there to kind of alleviate it. Ladies and gentlemen, the situation really depends. Though, if it's a sad thing, like if you at a funeral, don't do it. Just go with the flow, do not. But if you're trying to get a point across to a friend, hey, you wronged me, I didn't appreciate this, try to it's okay to try to alleviate it a little bit. If you see it's not working, then stop. But there's nothing wrong with trying to alleviate it, especially if it's a nothing burger. Now, in the case with Usopp, Zoro, and Luffy, I commend Zoro for doing that. Because like I think I was in college when that specific chapter came out. Was that close? I forgot when. But when Zoro did that, I respect that, man, because it wasn't the fact that Zoro hated him. There are some people that are like, bro, Zoro being a whole. I was like, not in this case. Zoro wasn't being...
Zoro doesn't even hate Sanji.
Man, what?
And vice versa.
That's a shock. That is a shock.
I don't think they actually hate each other.
I think them two real deal would be good drinking buddies. But Zoro, in that sense, was like, look, I don't hate you, Usopp. Okay? Everybody got their reasons for stuff. But you did disrespect. So not only did you leave the crew, you tried to fight the captain, bro. Like, you literally tried to fight the captain. You fought with him. We ain't just gonna let you back in like that. Zoro was probably the only person that felt that way, but I hold it to Zoro because he upheld the laws, bro.
Yeah.
The laws of the squad.
That's what you gotta do, is second in command.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. If y'all have a squad, like a friend group, bro, everyone needs to be on board with letting them in. I hate to say it like this. Your squad's gotta be gatekept. Because you could bring somebody in that'll do some stuff and they want to get back in, and you'll have that one person that's like, I don't trust that man. If they won't in, we need an apology. All right? I commend Usopp because that motherfucker still at least apologized. Well, Usopp was there for them with CP9. Yeah. You still disrespected them folks.
Right.
Over a god. But okay, look, One Piece fans come at a fat dude. I got fat for everybody.
If they're actual fans, they wouldn't.
Yeah, because come at
Usopp was wrong.
It's what I'm about to say.
Oh.
It's what I'm about to say. That's what I'm saying. I got fat for everybody. I'm burning Fat Gundam up in here. All right.
Okay.
I will forever think that was the dumbest shit possible for Usopp to get mad over a motherfucking boat. That boat had memories on it. It was this and this. It got now. I don't give a fuck. It's a boat. Salvage what you can from it. Build something new. Y'all got a whole shipwright that turned himself into a goddamn mecha right there. Salvage what you can. Them folks feeling bad because the boat sank. And it's, hey, I had the same.
It had feelings.
I had the same conversation with somebody.
I agree that he shouldn't have gotten that up in arms.
Exactly.
Because first of all, it's Luffy's from the jump. So, but at the same time,
yeah, I get it.
He knew he was wrong.
Somebody important gave you the boat. That's why I'm like, bro, salvage what you can. It's not gonna get you far. And I had this conversation with a coworker, and they were like, dude, how would you feel if something happened to your car? Bro, did you not notice I had a black car before?
I'd be sad.
My car, yeah, bro.
Gotta move on.
I paid that car off.
Man.
I was rolling with that car, bro. I felt so bad. But when that accident happened, my first thoughts was, yo, is my homie in the passenger seat? Okay, good. Dude that hit me. Yo, hey, my mans. You good? Hey, there's proof. I have people that can back it up. I've been in car accidents where I've checked if everybody was okay, and I went and checked on the other person. Okay, and I was like, damn, I was looking at my car. A brother was sad, bro. That car, first of all, I paid that car off. That car been with me, man. Mm-hmm. That was my homie, bro. I listened to Transformers the day before. I was just a man, like, this was my Bumblebee, bro. I named that car Big K, bro. Kesha. Like, literally. And I miss it. I took what I could from the car. They ended up having to total it out. I took what I could, what little memories, there's things, a little button piece that came off that I was able to keep. I took that, and that's in my new car. And I'm like, you are now Kesha Mark II, bro. You are now officially, you are no longer shining Kesha, bro. You was burning Kesha. RX-70 Gundam Fighter Luffy mode Kesha. That is what it is.
I want you to remember that. I'm going to ask you about that at some point, and you better say the exact
I am probably going to forget all
terrible.
But like, overall, I understand the feeling of like loss with it, but you have to take it and you have to go. And I don't think that was a reason to fight.
It wasn't
over it.
It was a reason to be upset, but right, it wasn't a reason to fight Luffy.
Exactly.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Another lesson that One Piece kind of teaches that I think you have to actually look at to see. A lot of the times, a lot of fights ain't worth it.
Yeah.
A lot of fights ain't worth it. A fight I think is worth it was when they ran into them. What was them, the Dragon Clan people that had the slaves. I didn't mean to snap in the mic, sorry. Nah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, when Luffy basically walked up and punched the shit out the guy that had the globe on his head. That's a fight.
The Celestial Dragon. I don't know why I couldn't think of that.
That's a fight. That needed to happen. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted
it did. I was like, if Luffy doesn't punch him, I don't know who will.
Yeah, but see, that whole mess with Luffy and Usopp, I was like, Usopp, that's a fight that didn't need to happen.
It didn't.
That is something that did not need to happen. But overall, I give my credit to Zoro right there. All right, I can understand it from Usopp's point of view. I see it from Luffy and everybody else's, and including Zoro's. But when it comes to Zoro, you gotta have that one dude that's the backbone of your squad.
So another lesson: make sure you choose your community wisely.
Yes. Anime community, salute.
And y'all make sure that they're choosing you.
Y'all need, especially anime community. We definitely need to hear this. Because I've been in there. A lot of y'all have probably seen me, the Dendalion, in groups on Facebook, maybe a little bit on Twitter and Reddit in the works. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. A good chunk of y'all do not belong in the community. Some of y'all toxic. Some of y'all can't handle it. Choose your communities wisely. If you see that a good chunk of these folks are toxic, but you want to stay, they need to be like, okay, this is the community. I'm just reading stuff in. I'm just around for gossip. All right. Basically, learn how to manage your circle of friends. So you need to have your main squad circle, your beans. This is your soup, your ultimate soup. This your ramen, bro. Hands down. When you go to Ichiraku Ramen, you order this one out with. Every time you see that man, he literally hands you your favorite bowl of ramen, bro. This is your 4-star Dragon Ball. Y'all get where I'm going with it? This is your all for one thing. I don't watch My Hero like that.
Well, this is one person can have it. So
for the guys, that group is your waifu. For the women, that's husbando. Y'all get where I'm going with this. Have your main squad, and that's the squad you gatekeep. And then around there, you got sub main squad and everybody else. All right, that main squad is the squad you gatekeep. These are people you relate with. That's your community. All right, and you know what? That's what Luffy's doing. I give him credit.
Yeah, somebody you don't have to question. They may trust them folks wholeheartedly.
Now, actually, I'm actually really glad you brought that up. I want to go to Madaka box for this one. Madaka Kurakami, she said one thing that stuck out to me. What was his name? Zenkichi? I think it was Zenkichi. If I get it wrong, ladies and gentlemen, call me out. Zenkichi asked her, why are you putting a lot of your enemies on board in the student council? This chick literally said, I don't need more than one yes man. I need motherfuckers that's going to disagree with me. Surround yourself. Now, don't surround yourself with assholes. Do not. Surround yourself with people you know are not afraid to disagree with you.
Right.
Surround yourself with people that aren't
afraid to call you out on your shit.
Yeah.
That know how to do it in a way that is not disrespectful.
Exactly.
Like, you can tell me about myself. You can tell me my shit stank without calling me out my name and belittling me.
Talk to him, Zoe.
If you're my fan.
Talk to him, girl. That's on my bad for snapping.
I wish y'all could have seen that.
No. I'm glad we ain't recording it like that. Talk to him. My bad. I had to pull a completionist right there.
I appreciate it.
The frost cure.
But that's some real shit.
Yeah, that's
some real shit.
Guys, make sure that is important. Whoever hears this, like, your squad, you need to have people in there that are gonna call you out on it. All right, and let it be known if you're friends with somebody. If they call you out in a rude way, just be like, "Hey, look, next time, pull me aside." I make this known with everybody. I've been doing this since college because I had to go through it too. I've let everybody know. Talk to me like a person. Pull me aside and be like, "Hey, Dendalion, I don't appreciate how you be absorbing people every day. You gotta chill with that. You've been such and such you.
I'm sure somebody, if they are pulling you to the side for that, it's not gonna be that calm.
Like, bro, Dendalion, you gotta stop, man. You've been like shedding pollen. Like,
stop eating.
Exactly. I had some. Actually, if I can share a small story, yo. All right. So
no.
Damn.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
All right. So I had some friends, y'all. The Dendalion was one of them slow. I was one of them slow guys before. You know, I was one of them gamers that did not keep himself. I was that con gamer that everybody hated, bro. Stank everything. All right. Now I wasn't bad stank. It wasn't that terrible. But I was one of them dudes. Levels. Yeah. So I had 3 friends, bro. I had 3 friends. I'm gonna call them the Magical Girl, the Fox, and the Dragon. If they hear this, they know who they are. And they came up to the Dendalion. And folks brought me some Logan Steakhouse, first of all. Bro, I was like, damn, bro, y'all.
I miss Logan.
Bro, y'all care about me. Dang, that's cool. I opened it. And it was like Bath and Body Works stuff, bro. Some sponge, some loofahs. It was some deodorant, bro. Some shampoo. It was all in there. And I'm gonna be honest, I had to stop and think. I had to really stop right there. It was one of those moments where you had to make a choice. It felt like it was a Twix moment. It was a Twix moment, because I was like, I am so mad. These motherfuckers, I'm so mad right now. How dare y'all? I'm a woo boy. I'm about to woo. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I'm gonna handle this differently. They want me to blow up. But when I think about it, I looked in there again. I was like, damn, there's some good stuff up in here. They got me some Playboy cologne. Oh, wait a minute. I ain't even think I'd see this. There was some good cologne up in there, I ain't gonna lie. And they got me a loofah. First time I used a loofah.
You know what used to be fire?
What?
Bod. Axe smells terrible. If you use Axe, well, I don't know. At this point, it might not smell bad.
At one point, I thought Axe was fire. It was that commercial. It was that commercial. But long story short, Dendalion wasn't smelling as good. It had some terrible hygiene. These folks brought that to me in a bag. Now, there are plenty of ways that could have gone. I could have got upset. I know a lot of people that told me they would have been pissed. I took it and laughed. Because I got the message. And to be fair, they wasn't filming me or no shit. They just brought it in there, and I was like, really, y'all? And they were just like, yeah, man, you be smelling sometimes, man. I took it and laughed. I got me a whole bag of free shit. First of all,
I was like, you right. Handle
man, what? I ain't gonna lie. I do give them credit for that Logan Steakhouse job, because I sure thought that was smooth.
I would have been upset on the principle alone. Like, like back in the day, Logan's was busting. I would go to Logan's just for bread. I would go to Logan's and just order a dozen rolls and walk out.
Logan's was fine.
So opening that and seeing that, I would be upset.
I have to give them credit because...
But there was a reason, and they were truthful with you.
Yeah, they were truthful. Granted, the buffer they used...
Yeah, that was messed up.
It was messed up. They were truthful. They weren't rude. I laughed it off. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Yo, Dendalion was smelling kind of good afterwards, bro. I got me some new clothes, bro. Dendalion was doing this. I was actually doing good. I'm gonna toot my own horn. That cologne was fire. Motherfuckers was sniffing me. Like, legit. It got weird after a while, though.
It should have been weird the first time.
The first time, you just like, yeah,
just outright sniffing you.
Smell.
That's happened to me before, and I felt so violated.
Smell the Denda. And then,
I froze.
Yeah, the next day, I was like, look, I'm trying to beat Hakumen right now. Can you not sniff me while playing the game, bro? What?
Yeah,
why y'all?
Uncomfortable.
but yeah, like, find your own community. Communication. Yeah, I got in the mic for that one because that is a big one.
Yeah.
And there are so many anime that do teach about communication. Promise Cinderella is a good manga. Hell, Kakegurui to some degree teaches about communication. Hunter x Hunter. But I want to hit on a recent anime that came out that had probably one of the best examples. And that is from Yofukashi no Uta, or is known as Call of the Night. I got an upcoming video about that, ladies and gentlemen. I forgot about it. One of the points in there, spoiler territory for those who ain't seen it, it's a small spoiler. It follows one of the characters named Seri Kikyo. Her biggest problem. This one actually got me because it also talks about obsession in this little story out, this little 2-episode arc. It talks about obsession in it. But going back and looking at it, I had it pegged wrong. It was all on Seri. I thought it was on the guy. His name's Akiyama. I thought it was all on him because he got so obsessed with her to the point she got upset. Now, the only fault I gave Sari at first was she was like, look, I ain't got time to deal with this. I'm going to just kill the man because she a vampire. She didn't want to talk it out. Everybody was like, yo, B, talk it out. You have to talk it out, please. It's like, nope, I'm going to kill him. And I was like, that's your fault. Akiyama, you fucked up. All right? Nah. Going back and looking at that, and then I reread the manga chapter 2 just to make sure I wasn't going crazy. Yo, it was all Sari from the get-go. And here's the reason. I'm not putting blame on her. Let me say that now. I'm not putting blame on her. Cause and effect. Another thing anime teaches, ladies and gentlemen. Cause and effect. Literally. Most of the relationships that this vampire girl had with people, because you know vampires in that universe is styling and profiling on people. Like they looking good. I'm talking about you look like Katana and Scorpion shirtless walking down the street. Boy, I'm talking you look everybody like
that's so specific.
That's how it is. That's how the interaction with vampires and humans are. That vampires are so charismatic, humans are like, damn bro, we just love you. That's it. They have no other relationships outside of that. And I can name quite a few girls that experience that. They want to have some friends that ain't trying to bang them 24/7. Or that. You know, sometimes you just want a homie. I can relate to that. Sometimes you just want your homie. You don't care who they are. They could be a Triceratops monster or a Transformer. You just want a homie. And that's all she wanted. She found that with Akiyama. He just broke up with his girlfriend, so he wasn't really looking for anybody. And they actually just hung out. In fact, that's why she's jealous of the main characters of the show. They're good friends. The problem happened when Akiyama caught feelings. Now, the way this should have been handled was she didn't have to say that she was a vampire, because he didn't know at the time. In fact, he couldn't believe it when he found out. She could have just said, hey, look, I'm not for that. I'm not trying to do this, and that. At least have attempted to go that route first. She cut him off cold turkey. Ladies and gentlemen, ghosting folks is not a good idea, because you don't know who you are ghosting. These motherfuckers turn out to be crazy. Watch Call of the Night. This shit really hits home with that. She basically ghosted him. He's messaging her. Now, on his end, he should have stopped messaging her. Like, if I was rolling with this man, I'd be like, hey, stop. Put your phone down. Don't message her no more. Play Smash Brothers with me. But I got it. You pick up that phone, I'm going to do to you what I just did to Falco. Why you breathing intensely? You going to find out why. But anyway.
Foreshadowing?
Maybe. Anyway. But like, long story short with it, he definitely should have stopped messaging. He started showing up where she was and everything. And the main character of the show, the dude, was like, hey, I think you might want to talk it out. Like, he's right here, and he's right here. He's willing to talk. Nah, I'm gonna kill him. And she's trying to kill him the whole rest of the episode. He had to call in his vampire chick just to stop her. And even she was like, hey, just throwing this out there. Did you talk to this man? Just saying. And then, you know, they
definitely give it your best try, but sometimes it doesn't work out the way you want it to.
The basic point is like, on her end, don't jump the gun so quickly. Like, watch how you handle yourself. On his end, if she stopped messaging you, man, you kind of should have let it go. It sucks. It really sucks. It's happened to me. It's happened to everybody. I'm sure everyone can relate. You gotta let it go. It happened to me recently with a friend. Friend cut me off cold turkey. I had to let everybody's like, Denda, you gotta let it go. And that shit resonates with me, because I'm one of them niggas that's about friendship. I had to let it go. I'm a little better now. Much better. Be drinking my ices, you know. Been hitting the gym, trying to become swole Denda. Swole fat Denda. You know, like I got the gut, but I want to lose the moobs. Have pecs with fat. Yes. But I had to go on. And what I like about that part so much is that I had to go back and look at it again to catch what it was about. So we have obsession, ghosting, talking it out with your friends. Communication is key, and cause and effect. These are just from that one scene. And I guarantee you, bro, if by chance people actually do like comment under this, yo, share some experiences that you avoided because you saw the shit happen in anime. Like, I'm gonna be real, man. Like, there's some stuff I've seen happen in anime I would never do. Like, the way you come at people. I learned to stop, like, really, I learned to watch my words from Gundam alone. Because I've seen some people in Gundam, man, them folks got slapped. Them slaps hurt. Have y'all ever been slapped? I'm talking about legit slap. I'm talking to the dudes.
I've never been legitimately slapped, but I have legitimately slapped somebody.
That's the thing.
And my hand hurts, so I know a slap hurts.
Like I said, I'm talking to the dudes on this one. Dudes, I know you had that one girl you done hung out with, and that slap hurt, bro. Like it's. I'm not talking about like hurt. You got mad. You want to fight back. Like hurt. You really was like, what the fuck, yo, bro. You driving home rethinking your whole life because you just like, God,
it's a possibility.
Yes. I'm thinking, like, I'm literally just thinking, like, what the hell happened, bro? Like, that's something, like, just from Gundam alone, I've seen some of them slaps, anime slaps.
But the dude that backhanded his daughter in Gundam, I was watching it. I don't know which one it
I
was.
wonder if that was Commander Bright. Because Commander Bright.
He has purple hair, right?
Oh, that's a different dude. This is a different dude.
I'm asking you, Commander Bright.
No, his hair's blue.
Well, I feel like he's in there. But anyway, she was like, well, I don't have to listen to you, Daddy, and I can marry whoever I want. And he pimp slapped her. I think she was brunette, or it might have been reddish. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's probably was it Dozel?
I can figure it out. Give me some time.
All right,
but he pimp slapped her. He pimp slapped her.
Yeah, I ain't
Fell to the ground, turned around, pimp slapped her.
I am not surprised with that one. And
Flipped her ass like Joe in prison school.
Dang. Oh, speaking of which, going back to the whole communication, communication and finding a good group of friends, Toradora teaches that one. Especially. Toradora really teaches. Actually, getting your feelings across to people too. So in Toradora is a very, very top tier anime. A lot of people recommend it. I think it was in high school when it came out. Yeah, I was a senior in high school, especially when I saw it. So in Toradora, there are two instances I'm going to speak on. The first one is the infamous Taiga versus Sumire. And y'all know the fight. She jumped across them desks with the sword, boy. They was fighting. I was like, damn, folks in Japan be throwing down, bro. Damn, nobody think to break this shit. Well, then again, I'm be honest, that's the first time I was like, these folks in Japan be thinking like how we are in America. We ain't getting in this. We ain't getting in this. What would you do if you saw somebody jump across the desk with a wooden sword to fight somebody else, bro?
Not helping.
I'm out the class.
Like, not directly. I would try to help without having to physically insert myself.
I mean, if that's my homie, I might throw a desk and run. Like, I helped. But like, so the whole point of that fight was Taiga's crush confessed to Sumire. And Sumire was like, nah, dog. And so he went crazy, man. He dyed his hair, just acting out and everything. And I'm like, keep more, man. That's some Samp energy I'm getting from you, boy. But he just lost his mind, mostly. And so Taiga was like, bitch, square the fuck up. And I'm just like, okay. So after the fight, he just happens to be nearby. And Sumire kind of lays into Taiga because she's like, I gotta be the perfect girl, bruh. Folks got expectations on me. I like hanging out with that man, bruh. You know what? I actually love that man. But he did everything that I said. And I was like, wait a minute, Sumire, hold up. Ain't that a good... Now, this was like high school dinner. Because I was like, hey, ain't that supposed to be what happened? Once I got older, I was like, oh, I get it. He literally would do anything Sumire said. There was no pushback, no nothing. And she did not want that. She wanted him to act on his own, more or less. If she was going to be in a relationship with him, she wanted him to be able to act autonomously. Not do everything she say. Like if she said, drop, give me push-ups and go drop kick, go. She don't want you to do that. That was her whole shtick. The girl was in tears. Literally, because she did not want to do it. And that scene actually, it taught me a lesson because I've had this conversation before. Guys and girls, believe it or not, despite what you may think, if somebody does turn you down, in some cases, it hurts them too. It'll hurt them or to some degree, like, you don't
want to intentionally hurt somebody's feelings.
Exactly. So like a lot of people are not as heartless. I've known some dudes and girls that have gone through it. I was actually surprised when some of the girls I hung out with told me, it was like, yeah, I asked this man out Dendalion and he ain't confessed. I had to pause my Sonic Adventure too, because I was like, y'all ask people out? Yes, nigga. What you?
Yeah.
Of course. I thought we were supposed.
I
to
mean,
do-
everybody doesn't, but I do.
I thought we were
I
supposed
have.
to do that. Like, what? Hold up. You good, fam? You need. You need a Sprite. I don't want no Sprite, bro. You want some Diet Coke? I'll take the Diet Coke. Why you knock the Sprite over there? But okay. But like, I've had some friends that have been in that situation, and they felt bad because they were either rejected or they had to reject somebody. There was one instance. I was actually at school. My friend was like, "Hey, can you hang around after school for a bit, Dendalion?" So me and her other friends, man, she's like, "What's going on?" Is she confessed? Are we supposed to be seeing this? Dendalion, shit. That's what she wanted, in case shit happen. Oh, are we gonna whoop his ass if he turn her or if she turn him down? We jack it if shit gets serious. That's the first time I learned. Damn, why don't folks just do this? Like, yo.
Pride.
Yeah, it's also kind of funny because we could. So on the other side,
Fear.
we saw his friends. We saw his friends over there because one of them looked at us. I was so in the line. I was like, oh, hey y'all, just for the record, I ain't fighting that man. Why? He knocked me out on the football field. But like, look, the point is, I jerked away off, of course. The main point is that sometimes folks feel bad too. Like watching that scene got that point across, and then hearing similar stories from friends and stuff. They didn't break down balling, but your homie feel bad because they had to turn somebody down, or they feel bad because they got shot down. What's important is that you are there and that they're there for you when that happens, because that actually changes a lot of stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, stop trying to be the lone wolf. Have at least one friend that you can talk to. That is another lesson Toradora teaches big time. So get your feelings across earnestly and honestly. The first time. That's where Sumire fucked up. I honestly think, had she have just told him, look, I'm not into you. All right, you were honest right there. Okay. Hey, I'm not into you for this reason. I feel this, and this. You ain't gotta be an asshole about it.
I was gonna say, maybe don't give reasons.
Yeah, don't. Okay, I guess if they ask, don't.
Even then, like if it's something superficial, like there's no point in needlessly hurting their feelings.
Okay, I guess I can see. I always hated that one because I usually got them. I got those one-worded answers. I
be truthful.
Yes,
but don't
be truthful. Cause ladies, just like y'all guys talk, and it's funny when like a number of dudes is like, yeah, bro.
Talking about just like ladies, men are the perpetrators.
Like,
think of the messiest bitch you know. It's a man, isn't it? Isn't it?
I hate that you're right slightly, but the point I'm trying to get at is I remember talking with a group of my friends. I was like, yeah, man, this girl I said I was too nice. They said I was too nice. I said I was too nice. Hey, bro, wait a minute. It was like King of the Hill, but we were sitting at the lunch table.
What?
It was like, oh, what? Wow, they're lying to us. Just like this. But like, yes, bottom line, like, kind of be honest and truthful. And to those of you that are friends of somebody that do not do what Tiger did. Oh my, do not roll up on somebody and start trying to fight, especially if you can't jump across no dead. Don't do that. Just console your friend and make sure they don't go crazy. Force them. I had to force a coach. He's like, man, I'm gonna get this man. Sit your ass down. Why? You talking about doing all this? You don't do nothing. You gotta beat me in Turok Evolution first. Go on and get on the sticks. Why? Get on the sticks. Why? You ain't leaving this out. I done fought a nigga before. I have fought a motherfucker to make them play video games. Dendalion don't be playing with that. I body slammed that nigga. I literally
that's a little serious.
Like body slammed this man. My backpack fell.
See, that's how I said.
That's how I said, bro. My backpack was trying to tell me to be quiet. Yo, I had to body slam. I had to sit on that man, bro. The whole time I was like, you gonna play the game like this? You ain't going nowhere. Because he was mad.
Understandable.
Dude was mad.
Some people need to be stopped from
especially
making this brash decisions in that moment.
Especially if you the one, like, because when it happened to me, he was like, nah, Dendalion, you don't need to be no bitch, bro. Go on, play your game. So I was like, play this game. You made me do it. Now you play it. Now you gonna team up with me. We finna whoop this damn event mission. Why? Nigga, bro, do it. Like, just be there for him. If you can. The second thing in Toradora, because that went on longer than I thought, this one will be a little shorter. The second thing in Toradora came towards the end. The friends would not let Tiger leave the room until she made her feelings for Ryuji known. Now the only lesson I took away from this was having some good friends that actually care. Because despite the feelings that Minori and Ami had for the guy, they knew Tiger was better for him. That takes a lot.
I mean, I feel like you should cancel, but let people make their own choices.
Yeah, okay. Well, what I'm saying is, what I was trying to get at was that it takes a lot to admit that.
Yeah.
Now, what they did, that was a bit extreme because, like, you know, Kitamura and Ami blocked the door. She trying to get out because she don't want to face the truth. And Nori is like, chick, this man say he did this. This man fall Frieza. He did everything. He smacked Luffy. He did it. Oh, man squared up with Sephiroth. It wasn't that man. It wasn't that man. It was him. And I'm like, you know, this is some good drama. But I'm about to be real. If I was Tiger, I've been swinging. Like, you don't block me from getting that. Do not do that. Do not, unless it is under the most extreme. And when I say extreme, I'm talking about some code Omega. Unless Galactus is coming to the planet to eat us, don't do that. Just, you know, like Aizawa said, have some counsel. You know,
violence is never the answer until it's the answer. Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
It is like, well, they didn't exactly get violent with her, but
okay.
They was like, I'll show you the scene afterwards. It was touching, but I'm like, that's one of the moments you kind of, I'm trying to think. You put your hand in, you're just like, what the, ooh, wait, y'all crazy. You can't. So like, have a counsel be like, hey, look, you need to be kind of truthful. We know you like so and so. No, I don't. You don't? Yeah. So we got the burnt chicken and he got the one good piece. Yeah.
It's so random.
It is. I have to be. That is a part of me. That's just stuff from Toradora alone. Lessons. It's crazy some of the lessons that you learn.
Well, I only have one more. I mean, there's a lot of more, but a whole lot more. But we're not going to be on here forever.
Yeah.
But the main one that I want to bring up is that just because somebody seems lucky doesn't mean you know their story. And if they are really lucky, it's not your life. So don't waste your time comparing yourself to them because you're on your own journey.
Dragon Ball Z at its finest. Right there.
Mine is always a One Piece reference.
It could be. I'm just like that one. That example blankets a number of anime, especially animes that have You can go Dragon Ball Z. You can use. Actually, you can probably use Chainsaw Man to a degree. You can use Mortal Kombat. You can use a lot of stuff for that one in media. Period. More or less, I say Dragon Ball Z because Vegeta spent a lot of time comparing himself to Goku in a way instead of trying to focus on his own, instead of just admitting his faults and learning
that pride.
Pride
is a motherfucker.
And he learned from Goku's experience. He'd have been stronger already. Like hell, had he had gotten over that damn pride, man could have whooped hell. But like, you know, DBZ's an example. I like Aizawa said, I've got a number of
do a part 2.
Yeah. Oh, I plan.
I
had planned for a part 2. I wanted to get in on Goliath and Elisa Masa. There's a lot.
What is that from?
Gargoyles.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot in Gargoyles. Just Gargoyles could be like 3 podcasts. With that one, Kim Possible and Ron. They got Kim Possible. Call me, beat me. Okay, so anyway, I can't because when the song is in your head. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna kill it right there. Thank you again, Aizawa, for coming in on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, and we will pick this up with a part 2 at some point in the future. I want you all to stay safe out there. It is crazy in these times, and
it really is.
And this will be the Dendalion with XOAizawa signing off.